This is David Dye and with Rock Hard Live. And I'm sitting here thanks to a sponsored show by Road Rage Metal Magazine. And this is Johnny from Winds of Plague.
Yeah, man. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm super stoked to be here. And one thing I wanted to say was thank you very much for having me here.
Yeah, thank you for coming out.
Been a fan for a long time. And welcome back to Sacramento. I know there's a lot of people right now that hit me up for tickets that really wanted to be here, that really that wanted to go. So
it's awesome. Yeah. It's been a while. It's good to be back over here, though.
Definitely. So, one thing I wanted to start it off was, can you tell us what Winds of Plague has been up to and
last week we just got back from the Bleeding Through farewell tour. That was all the rest of the country, and so now we're just kind of doing our own little West Coast thing to show some love to the West Coast, Yeah.
Bleeding Through, huh? How did that show go, and what bands were on that lineup?
Who else was on that? It was Bleeding Through, a band called Gideon, Oceano, and
Oceano, yeah, those guys are pretty popular out here in Sacramento, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. They had to drop. It was like the tour of drop-offs. Like bands had to, breaking down, going home.
Yeah, it's the end of the tour, so
by the end of the tour, there's only 3 of us left.
No, dang. Well, I know you guys probably slaughtered it up, huh?
Yeah, it was
Killed
fun.
it off.
Fun.
That's cool, man. And, you're back on the West Coast, so tell us what you have planned for the upcoming West Coast tour and all this solid lineup. I haven't seen a solid lineup like this, honestly, because I go to a lot of local shows, and you guys have put a solid group of bands together. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it was one of the first times in a while we've gotten to choose what bands we're taking with us. So we got to throw this together. This is day one, so really excited to get it started. It's about 10 days long, and then on the 21st we're doing our hometown show down in Pomona, our big December decimation.
Whew.
Yeah, and I think that one has probably 12, 15 bands, something like that, something crazy.
Yeah, that just goes to show the title right there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Decimation, man. I wish I could be down there. Yeah, a lot of work, a lot of Orange County, LA shows and stuff. So I mean, those are pretty big. But you guys are up here in Sacramento, down at the Assembly, and like you said, this is the first time that I've seen such a good lineup, and you've handpicked these bands yourself, and a lot of these bands have been on tours like Summer Slaughter Tour, the Mayhem Festival, and they're really good bands. So I mean,
we're real happy with how the package came together.
That's good, and you selected it good. That's for sure. Yeah. So, is there? I mean, what have you experienced this year on the road, being out there?
Oh man, it's like it all blurs together. it takes next year it all hit me. But I don't know. We haven't really been up to too much. We kind of took some time off to put out our new record, Resistance, that came out in October. We played the cool Rob Zombie Halloween event.
The House of Horrors hit, right?
The one called A Great American Nightmare.
Great American Nightmare. Sorry about that. Yeah, I seen the lineup for that, and there was a lot of different kinds of people on there.
Yeah, every single night it was like a different genre of music. It was really cool.
Power Man 5000 being on there, so you guys were on there. It was an extended show, and I wish I was a part of it. So tell me how that went.
That was really cool. I'm a big fan of like haunted houses and all that, so it was cool to be able to go through a couple haunted houses and then jump on stage and play. It was a really good.
And that's awesome, because you actually live you actually got because we know Winds of Plague, as you have that death themed battle thing, which I have a fan that wanted me to ask you the question on Facebook about the whole thing, but I mean, you guys actually live that horror scene up, you guys.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I love the whole horror genre, and have been involved with creating different horror events and being part of a couple different things. So I guess we do kind of live it.
Yeah, well, I know it's kind of different, because sometimes I'll go and interview a death metal band, and they'll be like, Well, we don't really get into that, I listen to alternative and jazz, and I don't go to those festivals or Walking Dead type stuff. So that's good that you guys actually living it up, huh? That's good. So tell me though, Johnny, a fan wanted me to ask you different fans wanted me to ask you a couple of questions though, and the first question was a fan from Sacramento wanted me to ask you, where did you think of the sick ass name Winds of Plague?
It was actually taken from the band Unearth.
Yeah,
they have a lyric. It's through the Winds of Plague, and I don't know. At the time, we needed a band name. They just put out their Endless EP, and I was like looking through the lyrics, and I was like, that's kind of cool. So.
Yeah. So it was from Unearth.
It was from them. Yeah, and we asked them if it was okay if we used it, and they were all about it. So
see that cool. Partnership in the metal scene.
Yeah.
It's not like a lot of other scenes though.
I know.
So
yeah.
There's actually that partnership.
There's definitely camaraderie. Yeah.
It's good. And I got a silly question from you, but a fan wanted to know, because they're fans of yours, and they just recently left rap music to listen to your music specifically. So this fan wanted to know, are you going to be doing any Christmas events or Toys for Tots or anything unique that's going to set you aside from metal bands? I know it's a different kind of question, and I'm not used to that, but
not really. We're doing our December show, but we were kind of slowing down, so we're really picking and choosing what we're involved with. It would be awesome to be involved with some sort of
like a death metal children giveaway or something. Yeah. That'd be like toy giveaway from the death metal.
Yeah, we don't I don't know. I guess it's about, we don't really get presented with opportunities like that too often. We've done a few things out on Warped Tour. We went and did participated with a couple different charities and stuff, but that was the only tour that has really went out of their way to provide those kind of situations for us. But
yeah, I know it's unique, because I mean being on the road and stuff, the fan just wanted to know, because a lot of metal bands don't do that, and he was used to a different
there are a lot of bands that try to do stuff like that. I don't know. No, we're not.
Okay. Well, I understand, because Winds of Plague is one of the biggest bands in California, and you are famous here in the West Coast. So
one of the biggest bands.
Well, we're
chugging along.
Chugging along. Yeah. They see that's a very humble comment there, coming from a big fan of it. So, okay. So anyway, my next fan wanted to ask you was, they liked the Decimate the Week. Mm-hmm. And the whole aspect of what you have poured into that album, that whole battle theme anthem, like when they turn the music on, so to speak, it pumps them up. It's like a battlefield, but in a soothing metal kind of way.
Soothing.
So can you tell me about what you did on that album that's different from this new album? Because I don't think nobody I know has gotten the new album yet. So if you want to be the first to tell us about this.
Well, Decimate the Week it's strange. We were in high school when we wrote that. I think we wrote those songs over a 4-year period. So I guess it was our brains functioning on a high school level, and we kind of put those together, And now it's tough, because we're growing up and we're trying to write more mature songs and stuff, but it's still we get a lot of people saying, "Why don't you write more like Decimate the Week?" It's hard. It's hard to put myself back in that mindset, that we were in.
I think it's because people like me. I mean, it's the same thing, and like the other fan has asked me about that genre, because I listen to it and I love that album, because when you listen to that album, it just introduces you to that anthem, and you just get pumped up. So having that mindset in the high school, we got to give you props, because that album was creatively way done,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and I hope to think that our albums since that have also had that creative aspect. We've tried to incorporate a lot of the same vibes and stuff, but it's tough. It's tough to everybody's write more like Decimate the Week. It's kind of hard unless we just re-record that album. It's going to be different, of course.
I think it's they like that battle theme type thing. I mean, personally, I haven't been able to evaluate the newest album.
The one right after that, The Great Stone War, that entire thing was built around a battle vibe. So we tried.
That's right.
We tried to continue it.
That's good, and I mean, you guys have been doing it successfully. So I mean, people get wild and crazy at your guys' shows. And one thing I wanted to ask you, personally, can you tell me about some crazy experiences you've had on the show? Like, I mean, besides Walls of Death, I've seen you guys do the most craziest. But tell me about some of this stuff out there.
We had this guy Max, who's a friend of ours. He's like a. We met him. He tours with that band Attila and stuff. And we were in Atlanta on this last tour. He got on stage, grabbed Andrew's bass from him, put it on, and then stage dove, but jumped off of something and passed the entire 4 or 5 rows of people and landed right on the ground. The bass came down, broke his nose. He had to go to the hospital, get all these stitches. People get caught up in the moment, and that stuff's always fun as long as people can walk away from it, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I know. I've seen shows where bands members, singers would get on the rafters and swing from the rafters and stuff. I mean, it makes the show aspect pretty fun. I mean, do you have anything to tell the fans what you have in store on this tour if they catch you in your home city of Pomona?
We always do crazy Christmas shows. We go to Lowe's or Home Depot and spend about $500 to $1,000 on stupid Christmas shit, and then it all ends up in the crowd by the end of the show somehow.
That's good. Yeah. A very lightning show.
Yes. Yeah, Christmas spirit.
gotta give back to the crowd. I mean, people are loving it. So tell me a little bit more about what you have planned and why people should get this new album of yours.
I'm the worst salesman ever. I don't know. If you
Try a sales pitch to the
If you like the band,
metal.
check it out. That's about all I got.
Yeah.
In
the band album, the title of it was
Resistance.
Resistance. It's still on the Century Media label, right?
Correct. The last one on Century Media.
Okay, cool. Yeah. They recently got sponsored. They sponsored Road Rage Metal Magazine too,
cool.
as well. So
awesome.
It's pretty cool stuff. So yeah.
Right.
So people should check it out then, huh?
Yeah, yep. There's
Get
a couple
crazy
reasons for you.
and they should check out this lineup for this show. I know I haven't seen, and I'm not lying about this, I haven't seen a lineup like that. They got Impending Doom, City in the Sea, and
No bragging rights.
No bragging rights, especially that. Very good in the hardcore scene.
Yeah. And then we have brought our buddies along, Destruction of a King. They're the new up-and-coming band from Southern California. So
yeah, I like it. They got the kind of Kings logo going on right there. I like that. It's cool.
Yeah, cool band.
So, any other outros that you'd like to say to people out there that are listening?
Thanks. We've been doing it for 10 years, so obviously wouldn't be able to do it without the support of the people. So, thank you guys.
See that? Very moderate, very humble, very humble.
No reason to not be.
That's right. So check them out. And Johnny, I want to thank you again for doing this interview with Rock Hard Live. And this is David Dye saying, "See you in the pit."
See you soon. Yeah.
Rock Hard Live.
Yo, this is Johnny from Winds of Plague, and I just got Rock Hard Live.